Did.
He did, bro.
He did.
Trying to hold my hand.
Dude, no one had to know about that.
It's off camera.
Dude, everything's different this time. The light's right here. Your hands like here every time I go here. All right. We didn't need this.
So
Give me some ganja. 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 Give me some ganja.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Podcast. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Big Spence.
what's going on,
AKA Spinmo Rex. What up, though, man?
Spinmo Rex. Yo.
We're coming to you from the Better Rate Mortgage Studios.
Shout out.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Sugar Shane.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Spending cash fast.
Yes,
Hey man,
sir.
I'm doing good, man. Ready? I got a little vacation plan coming up. About to hit
Yeah, you
hit
told
LA,
me.
hit the West Coast, get house on the beach.
What is that?
Doing it right. February 14th through the 21st.
Is it your sister's crib or is it like a...
No, my sister lives in Sacramento.
Okay.
So me and my boy, we got an Airbnb right on the beach.
Boy.
Me and my boy about to get some honeys on the beach. Bring him back to the crib.
Okay.
What up, shawty? It's gonna be a good time. I've been to California like 3 times in the past 4 years.
What city? Same spot?
Went to Anaheim 1 year. Went to LA another year, and now I'm going back to LA. It's just Southern Cal, man. It's
You
nothing
like
like it. Oh man, nothing like it.
Really? I've been. I guess I didn't give it its fair due. I don't know. I just went. I went for a tattoo. So
Yeah.
I wasn't doing LA shit. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that's what I went to UFC.
That's
in
right. But that's Anaheim.
1
Yeah.
year.
See, I went to LA. We went to Disney World.
Yeah.
Or Land, whatever one's there in Cali.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I think that's because we're going for a whole week. So this
Yeah.
time, last time was just the weekend, and so I don't know. I haven't really talked to him about what we're gonna do yet, but I'm sure we're gonna. I'm trying to hit Universal Studios.
yo, I want to
That'd
go
be
there
sick.
so bad.
That'd be real sick.
But Disney's got the Marvel shit now. Though.
Disney's got the Marvel shit. Yeah, that would be sweet.
So what? Yeah. What?
I don't know if they got Star Wars landed.
They do.
Oh yeah, we're going to Disney for sure. Then
Yeah, it's like,
build
bro.
my own lightsaber.
Like heads up.
Yeah,
I was there. 2019, pre-pandemic. It might be more because of the pandemic. It's $300 a ticket, day pass.
hey man, you're in California. You're gonna spend some bread.
Yeah.
Nothing's cheap there.
What do you think of In-N-Out? What are you rating In-N-Out?
In-N-Out, I love In-N-Out. In-N-Out's fire. I'll give it. I like it better than Five Guys. I'll give it that.
Oh,
Bro, what is wrong with you?
what is wrong with me?
Whoa.
What song were you singing?
3 big balls. Look like we playing tennis. I'll end it there. I'm not gonna say a second line. But yeah, no, In-N-Out's good, man.
It's definitely worth the hype. I will
Yeah,
say that.
yeah,
it
for sure.
tastes like fresh. I guess the only real way I could say it.
And people are nice. The people are super
People
nice.
are nice. They're hella nice. Do you know about the secret code though? That what do you call it? Animal fries or animal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that special
Those
shit.
boys are fire.
Yeah.
And I got a shake from him too, like chocolate shake.
That shit was fire too.
Ooh, slapping.
See, I don't do chocolate
Slapping.
shakes. Strawberry shakes. Where's that?
No, I'm not a strawberry flavoring guy. I like fresh strawberries, but I don't like strawberry flavor.
Comment down below. You're a strawberry shake guy, chocolate shake.
Chocolate shake.
Strawberry. All right. There's some other shit you don't like though.
Yes.
Overtime
Oh
rules.
man, got me jazzed up, bro. I'm telling you, overtime
Tell me,
rules
man.
in the NFL are the dumbest things I've ever seen. How can you have the best sport in the country, possibly in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and have the dumbest overtime rules to where you have an elite quarterback, the best player in the game, in that game, and Josh Allen doesn't see the field in what was the most exciting game of the year.
The best player in that game?
The best player in that game. He was playing the best football in that game.
Okay.
He was, not
13 seconds, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, it's different when you're Patrick Mahomes. And
See,
Josh Allen was better than Patrick Mahomes in that game. He was playing better than him. He was outdueling him.
do you have numbers?
No, I don't have numbers.
I will say this, so to Josh Allen's credit, carried the Bills.
Carried the
the
Bills.
whole last half of
And
that game.
him not seeing the field in overtime is a travesty. How can you do that? How can you have that good of a product and let it boil down to a coin flip?
Well, you know, it's funny that the overtime rules were different. Remember, you could just hit the field goal and be good to go. And that changed because of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So it's funny the rule change may happen again because of that. Ultimately, though, your defense does have an opportunity to stop.
But it's the
team from
Chiefs,
scoring.
man. It's the Chiefs. You can't blame them for not stopping the most prolific
I'm
offense
not
in the past
blaming them.
5
I'm
years.
saying that's where you're that's where it's made even, right? You're
Yeah.
supposed to stop the other team from scoring.
Yeah, but still, I think
But
they
it-
should
but it's
just
true.
play the overtime period. It should
Yeah.
just be another period of football.
What
And I
happened?
wrote, so if it's tied after overtime
okay.
in the regular season, because I hate ties too. Having a tie in football is stupid.
But I get it though, because injuries and shit. Like it's a physical game.
No,
Like
I guarantee if you poll the players, they'd rather play through
for the win.
Because in the regular season,
You're right, because I specifically remember Najee Harris's comments after the Detroit Lions tie.
Yes.
He was like, I was ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a young buck.
Yeah.
But still, players don't want to end the game in a tie. Fans don't want to see the game end in a tie. And I think in the regular season, is it though?
Yes.
You don't feel good about a tie. Did you feel good about well,
yes,
it's kind of different.
Yeah.
We had to get everything we could.
Yeah.
But so I think in the regular season, so get rid of the sudden death. You just play out the overtime like it's another quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the regular season, after that ends, you go to like college rules to where
that's where I was thinking you solve it.
30-yard line.
Yeah.
And the 4 downs.
I'm with it.
No first downs. You got to score from the 30-yard line. And it just goes back and forth like that.
I think that's the way you do it.
And then in playoffs, I don't think it should be at that. I think it should be you play in the playoffs, you play, the regular overtime, and if it's tied after that, you play a second overtime, but you can't kick extra points. You have to go for 2 after every touchdown.
You're doing some like fucking like gladiator man stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's better because you can't let in the playoffs. There's too much on the line.
Do you think
to let it come down to shootouts from the 30-yard line? You know what I mean?
But it's kind of fair because both guys are touching the ball. Both defenses have chances to stop it.
Yeah, but it's too easy for NFL teams to score from the 30-yard line.
Is it?
Yes.
You mean like a touchdown, right?
Yes. And I think in the playoffs, there's too much on the line to let it come down to that. So I think they should have an adapted overtime to where you play the second overtime, but if you just like the first overtime, you play the entire thing. But if you score a touchdown, you got to go for 2. You can't kick the field goal because that would give you some point differential there.
Do you think unequivocally, without a doubt, they change the rules this offseason?
No.
Damn.
No, I don't. I don't think they will. I mean, the NFL's not big into change. Except if it makes them more money, like adding another game
or overtime, more commercials play.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to change it because I don't know.
What do you think? Because we made a beer bet in this last time.
Yeah.
What's more likely to happen? Mike McCarthy gets fired, or NFL changes overtime rules?
Mike McCarthy gets fired for sure.
We're talking about like this offseason. Mike McCarthy gets fired, right?
Yeah.
You crazy? It would have happened by now.
That's a good point.
Beer bet.
I just can't see him keeping his job.
No.
With all of the screw ups he's had all year.
It's the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's true.
So overtime rules suck.
Overtime rules suck. It's terrible.
Suck at picking games.
I do suck at picking games. But come on. I mean, if I would have told you Joe Burrow gets sacked 9 times, you think the Titans are going to win?
If
I would have told you
Tannehill threw in 3 interceptions?
Yeah. Right, Ryan Tannehill's a bum.
Man.
If I would have told you San Francisco scored 13 points,
that was
you would have think the Packers won.
That one blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It just proves the Packers don't invest in weapons.
No, they don't.
They haven't drafted the only skill players they've drafted. They haven't drafted a first round wide receiver like ever.
Yeah.
The only skill player they've drafted in the first round in the past like 20 years.
Was the light like this last time?
It was over here.
Okay, I'm like, fucking Jesus.
It's you're like a deer.
There's my first fuck of the day. Sorry, guys.
There was 2 already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the first fuck? Anyway.
So they've had 2 skill positions drafted in the first round in the past 20 years. Guess who that is?
Does the quarterback count as skill position?
Yes.
Okay, they've both been quarterbacks.
Yes. Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love.
Yeah.
How do you have Aaron Rodgers for his whole career and not draft him a first round wide receiver? Yeah, you've gotten lucky with Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson and stuff like that. But
you know where I feel with wide receivers, though.
Yes, okay.
But the thing is with him, and that's their situation, they're not even trying to reload.
That's how you feel with wide receivers? How's Equinemius St. Brown? How's Alan Lazard?
Yeah,
How's
Alan Lazard.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling?
No, yeah. And the other thing too is like they could at least like sign some big name dudes or
Do
something like
something.
that. Like,
They signed Randall Cobb. I mean, I understand they're boys. You know, Rodgers and Cobb are boys.
Rogers, he made sure that happen. It was
Yeah,
a trade, by
but-
the way.
You need to get. How can you not give him help? How can you not invest? AJ Dillon was there. He was the second rounder, and he's a stud. That guy's a monster. But
Let me say this though. Did you watch
Man.
ESPN? Shout out to Dan Orlowski. Does a fantastic job
Shout out.
doing this. Shout out, breaking this stuff down. On that play, third down, fourth quarter, like 3 minutes ago, he goes deep for Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He's in double coverage. However, there was our boy, I think it was Lazard. It might have been Lazard or Valdez Scantling.
it was Lazard. I don't
Open
think
across the
Valdez
middle.
Scantling didn't play.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Well, it's that, that comes into the trust factor of a quarterback and his wide
but he's
receiver.
wide open.
But how many balls has he dropped throughout the year?
I couldn't tell you. I'm a Lions fan.
But I'm just saying that it comes down to he thinks Devontae Adams is better than those two guys. And he doesn't trust Alan Lazard.
Are you going a little? I feel like you're going a little too deep. I think he just missed I think Aaron Rodgers fucked up.
I mean, it happens. You miss a read, but
Yeah.
still, they need to give him more help. And we can segue into that. Where do you think Aaron Rodgers ends up next year?
So it was heavy speculation that it was Denver.
Denver.
Would
Go Denver.
I don't think that's their thing.
I'm the Bat Dad. That's from South Park.
Oh.
Go Denver. Dude, you should watch that episode. It's hilarious.
He yells at me for saying fuck, but he watches South Park.
Dude, South Park is the best TV show of all time.
It is pretty good. Yeah, no, Denver. That was like the favorite location. Like headed it into the season before Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing that because Sticks of that thing.
No, that's actually from South Park. That's what I got my persona from in that
That's
intro
awesome.
video. Is the Bat Dad. I'm the Bat Dad. Dude, it's so funny. You're the best around.
I'm gonna have to watch
It's about Stan's dad fights at all his Little League games.
Will you recreate it,
And they go to the Little League World Series and he fights the Bat Dad.
dude? I want to make like once. I want to do shit like that. I want to make like skits.
Yeah, hey.
Just random like shit like that.
For
Be
sure.
so fun. But way off track there. Sorry guys.
Aaron Rodgers.
Denver, man. I think the
Denver?
most built up. It's tough though because like you look at the division.
Yeah.
You got the
You got the Chiefs.
you got the Chargers. I'm not giving the Raiders any respect. Fuck those guys. But no, that ass like the Chiefs. I don't want to be in that same division.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to play Chiefs twice a year. I wouldn't want to play Justin Herbert twice a year.
It's them, or I would love to see them. Pittsburgh.
That's what I've been saying, man.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh has the most complete team. They got 3 wide
More than Denver?
receivers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Deontay Johnson, I like a lot.
Deontay Johnson's a
Claypool.
boss.
Oh
Claypool
my God, Rodgers
is a
would
monster,
utilize
dude.
this. Yeah.
Juju is probably going to be gone.
Najee now.
Najee, a dog. Their offensive line's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
And we all know about their defense. They got T.J. Watt, Micah Fitzpatrick, Devin Bush.
And technically, Adams is a free agent too. I mean,
They're going to franchise
Yeah,
tag
they're going to
him.
get franchise tag. But like,
him, but
who's to say he don't get traded for, or like
Dude,
just sits out and gets traded? Like
I really think if Aaron Rodgers was smart and he wanted to win championships, he'll go to Pittsburgh. You go to Pittsburgh, you play for Mike Tomlin. You got those weapons. You got a great defense. You go from one, winning culture in football to another. Like those are probably the 2 winningest cultures in football are Green Bay and Pittsburgh.
yeah,
And Mike Tomlin's never had a season under 500. They've only had like 3 coaches in their entire existence.
is Baker a free agent this year?
Baker's trash.
But is he a free? Because he could go. I mean, I doubt this is the case. I'm just trying to think of teams that like he could plug and play. And Cleveland's got a nice little squad.
Cleveland's got a good squad, yeah, for sure.
But does he? He's not gonna go to fucking Cleveland.
No, I mean,
Maybe.
but dude, the NFL isn't like the NBA to where
But
players aren't
Cleveland.
like, I'm gonna go to Miami because it's hot. I'm gonna go to LA. They're worried about winning.
Mhm.
Green Bay is a destination.
I realize that
It's partially because of Aaron Rodgers, but Green Bay, Pittsburgh, these are places people want to go to play.
So there's a chance he does go to Cleveland.
There's a chance he goes to Cleveland. I don't see it, but
Yeah. I'm trying to think where else could he plug and play. As
I think
quarterback.
Cleveland's
there.
organization is a dumpster fire, and I don't think he wants to play there.
That's
Look
fair.
what they did to Odell.
No, it's definitely Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh
It's
and
got Pittsburgh or Denver. Go Denver.
one of the 2 for show. Just get him the fuck out of the MC North. I'm just ready for that to be over with.
Yeah, that'd be nice. If he goes to Chicago, I'd cry.
It sucked. Oh my God, don't say that, dude.
I would if we had to deal with Aaron Rodgers for
I hate
5-6 more years.
I've spent like the last I don't know, maybe 10 years liking Aaron Rodgers. Just watch.
I like Aaron Rodgers.
Like watching him play.
Dude's a stud.
If you went to Chicago, I couldn't. That's a no. That's birth at birth.
Okay,
hate.
so I suck at picking games, but you only bet $1 on games. This guy brags on the internet, says, "quote unquote," real men full send the money line, and then posts his receipt, and it's a $1 bet. I understand, you've given me the spiel, gambling in your own means. Now, you got a kid, you got a mortgage.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Don't brag about it if you're betting $1.
I'm bragging. I got the pick right. I'm not bragging about how much money I made.
Yeah, but don't put the bet slip.
You put the bet slip out because this is how it works. You don't gamble.
Pulling your receipts.
Exactly, because there's that, right? And people are like, "Oh, if you felt that way about it, you would have put money down on it, right?" They're always like, "Put your money where your mouth is."
Yeah,
so that's why you put the receipts out.
But if it's a $1 bet, it's nothing.
Nothing wrong with a $1 bet. I'm a responsible gambler, bro.
Dude, that is beyond responsible.
You don't even gamble.
I'm editing this podcast, and turns out Spencer can't gamble because his mom actually won't let him. So
I do a little bit, dude. I made a lot of money off FanDuel. I really did. I made
like
a couple
FanDuel or like
FanDuel Sportsbook.
DFS. Okay.
No, not DFS. I didn't do
okay,
DFS.
so you do have a sports book.
Yes.
You didn't put money down.
No, I haven't.
Then shut the
I haven't
front door.
I haven't in a little while, but for a couple months I was betting on those. It was like 3x3s in the NBA.
Uh-huh.
It was these super boosts. It was like teams to hit 3-3-pointers in the first 3 minutes of a game.
I was super hot in NBA because of the boys.
Those are almost guaranteed. If you see those, bet those. If it's one good shooting team, with the pace of play in the NBA, the volume of 3-pointers that get shot, those are almost a guarantee.
Oh, let me say this real quick, too.
Why'd you raise your hand?
Because I'm excited.
All right.
I was going to pick the 49ers.
Yeah.
And you was talking me out. You said Jimmy G might sit out and all that stuff like that. So that's why I took the Packers.
Dude, well, I'm sorry.
Lo and behold, they didn't win in that fashion. So none of my
I can't believe the Packers choked that.
Bro, it was bad, man. Because Rodgers didn't even get a chance to, like... No, actually, he did.
He did, bro.
He did.
Trying to hold my hand?
Dude, no one had to know about that.
It's off camera.
Dude, everything's different this time. The light's right here. Your hand's like here every time I go here. All right. We didn't need this.
So, was that the best weekend of football you've ever seen?
Bro, hands down.
We got spoiled, man.
Oh, this is the best.
4 fantastic games.
1,000%.
Yeah. 3 games decided by a field goal.
Yep.
1 game went to overtime.
Every single game came down to the last play.
Yeah.
Every single one.
How amazing is that? When's the last time that happened?
I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
You?
No, I don't know.
Which one of the ones were you most surprised by? Because you did take 3 L's. Like, which one were you like, fuck? Like, which one?
Packers, man.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I could see the Bengals winning.
Oh, okay.
I said I could see the Bengals winning.
Yeah.
Packers losing, and I mean, you can't. I wouldn't have been surprised if the Chiefs won either.
Uh-huh.
I thought the Bills were going to win. They should have won.
That one, so when I was doing my parlays, I just kept that out.
Yeah.
That's why I cashed in all of them. Well,
that's, it's a shootout. And it came down to who was on the field last.
Honestly, all the games were that way. And hold on, let me ask you this. The Rams, Bucks, what the fuck happened there?
Dude, the Rams were trying to give that game away.
I was on my way to looking like a genius.
Cam Akers, man, he's rusty. He hasn't played in a while.
It's true.
And that Bucks defense is nasty, man. Their linebacking core is nasty. Their defensive line is nasty. They got some dudes out there. And their secondary is garbo. But it's, it was a tough situation, and they gutted it out.
It really was Akers, though, like who let them back into the game.
He fumbled twice.
Absolutely. The Rams defense was stout.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, I mean,
my
obviously.
boy Aaron Donald, man. I love Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald was all over the place. Von
Ramsey.
Miller was fucking shit up. Jalen Ramsey got burnt, though.
Jalen Ramsey, yeah, but I mean, dude,
Mike Evans is good. It's going to happen.
You're going to get burnt.
Yeah, that's one thing, too. I feel like that's not fair. Like, cornerbacks don't get that fair rap when they do get burnt. It's because, like, it's going to happen.
That's also Jalen Ramsey. Like, Jalen Ramsey doesn't get burnt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you look at that guy's stats.
Yeah.
How he clamps number ones.
How about this, too? And kudos to Bruce Arians. I think this is like a nod to like his coaching.
Yeah. Slapping dudes in the head.
Yeah. Slapping.
Dude, that was
his coaching, running the football. There's 2 minutes left. You're thinking like, oh, they're pass.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, dude, Brady's getting destroyed all day, dropping back. I'm gonna give this Leonard Fournette. Lo and behold, Leonard Fournette's
a
game
dog.
tying touchdown. That I was screaming.
That also the play call. I don't know if it was Bruce Arians or it was Tom Brady checking out of it on that 4th down and a half yard from like the 5-yard line, where it was the game tying touchdown, and the Rams had 3 dudes in the first 3 gaps.
Yeah,
because the entire world thought it was going to be a Tom Brady sneak.
He's the best.
Because he's the best at that. He's 6'4". He leans forward. He knows which.
He's the best.
He knows which crack to get in. Knows which hole to fill.
I was wondering why you paused there for a minute.
Knows which hole to fill to get himself a yard.
How do I look with his hat right now?
And he pulled it out, gave it to Fournette, and they were so, invested in stopping that sneak that it was a walk-in touchdown.
Speaking of investments, great investment at home. You can buy your home today with Better Rate Mortgage.
Better Rate Mortgage. Talk about investments.
But no, that was crazy game.
I want to know whose play call that was. I want to know if that was Arians' play call or if Brady checked out of that. Because I could see it either way.
Wasn't there a timeout? Didn't McVay hit a timeout?
Yeah, that was before they loaded the line, though.
Okay.
Because they ran up to the line and they were about to do it, and then McVay hit a timeout because they weren't set yet.
Yeah.
And so he let the defense get set.
There's a lot of things, too, because like my boy Luke, shout out to Luke G. Luke G's Field Review on YouTube. Shout out. His big thing's running the football. Yeah. Like when you have an argument about him and he's like, they didn't try to establish a run. He wants 30 or more attempts. Why didn't they run the ball earlier?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
They didn't even try.
It's tough. You're going to run the ball into Aaron Donald? That's a hard thing to ask,
But try. Like find out if you can or not.
So, speaking of the Rams.
There's 2 Ram topics.
How you feeling about your boy Stafford? My boy Stafford.
Yeah, so let me.
You and Adam had a little beef earlier this week.
Because it's made up. It's a made up. We have the same point I expressed last week that you agreed to. Because it's not a feeling. It's not like a hater. It's the fact.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wrote down here. Sorry, I'm reading it real quick, but this is what I wrote down.
Okay.
I don't think because what you had down is did Stafford do enough to prove himself?
Yeah.
Prep. Shout out to Spencer for the prep today too, phenomenal. But I said I don't think there is a prove you have it, because it's a team effort.
Yeah.
We've seen Joe Flacco win a Super Bowl. We've seen
when Joe Flacco won that Super Bowl, he had the best postseason of all time. He had like 16 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Yep.
He was going nutty.
Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
Freaking, we've seen Rex Grossman get there. We've seen, Jared Goff, I named the throw in there.
Yeah,
our quarterback now.
You're not going to. Stafford's not the same as those guys.
Not the same, but again, it's not.
He's better than all those guys.
It's not a prove it though. It's ultimately a team effort.
It is, but still, that's what he got slack for, was not showing up in the big game and losing those playoff games.
But the fact remains, he didn't show up in those big games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no matter
but he
what
showed
he
up
does,
yesterday. And
good
Sunday
for him. And
against Brady.
And he did.
Biggest game
Stafford
of his
showed
career.
up. Stafford showed up. He had a great game. Phenomenal play to Cooper Kupp. That was amazing.
Nice ball.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
He dropped the all-time lineup
right
too.
in the bucket.
Into the game. He's like, she's like, what happened on that play? He's like, oh, they sent the house.
Yeah.
It was a good recipe. Mic drop moment there. That was fire.
Dude, yeah, you can't blitz him. That was Tony Romo was saying that the whole game.
Yeah.
You can't blitz Stafford.
And by the way, too, like, and I just calling out a couple of Lions fans, maybe a couple of Lions YouTubers. Luke G, my guy, you might be one.
Shout out. You
might be one. But when people were complaining about the Lions only sending 3 in the last minute moment, that's not a bad move. In the last minute moment, you want more.
What
coverage.
happened to the Bills? They sent 4 last minute.
It's Patrick Mahomes. That shit was gonna happen.
I don't like sending 3 or sending 4. I think that's a terrible idea.
I think it's perfect. I think that's brilliant.
I think it's been exposed so many times this year.
I think it happens though. It's such a hindsight thing to like speak on.
I mean,
because you have the Rams just now. I mean, the Bucks, they sent more, and they got burnt.
Yeah, but it's not like that wasn't.
It happened.
I guess it was last minute too. But like with Mahomes, there was 13 seconds left. You know, he's got to get the ball out fast.
I wish we had the film right now to see like what happened in those situations.
You don't send 4, or you send 4, they get blocked. Mahomes has time to sit in there and wait for Kelsey to break his route off at the top and hit him.
For me personally,
you get somebody in his face, he can't wait there that long. He can't stand on his spot that long.
But he can still make the play. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
but-
I'm going to go back to the Rams. What Stafford say? What Stafford say? It's
Yeah.
a bad recipe.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't blitz
It's just
a guy that's covering
just-
the best receiver in the league. You shouldn't blitz the guy that's lined up on Cooper Kupp. That's stupid, and leave him with a safety. But you should blitz a linebacker. You should blitz 2 linebackers.
No, that's 100% stupid. That's on them.
You know, you saw the play. The guy's lined up on Cooper Kupp, and it's a corner blitz.
Then Antoine Winfield had to try to cover
And
up. Yeah,
you got a safety going against the best wide receiver in the league this year.
that's kind of stupid.
It's stupid.
Very stupid. But
Todd Bowles lost a job with that call.
but still, I just the whole like send certain amount of people. It's a weak argument because shit happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Just fucking do your job.
I
your play.
just think you should not give the quarterback that much time to sit back there and pick you apart.
And then it happens. But back to the point at hand, though, is Matthew Stafford. No matter what he does, there's not like a prove it because again, one,
He wins the Super Bowl, he doesn't prove anything to you.
bro, it's a team game.
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm just like, what do you mean? What is he proving to me? I guess is my
that he's a
question.
winner. That he can do it.
Okay. When did I say he wasn't though? I said he came up short in moments, right?
Yeah, and he's not coming up short in the moments anymore. See, I don't know, that's like hypocritical to me. You say he came up short on the moments in the Lions,
Because it's true.
but when he's not coming up short anymore, it's a team game.
I'm not. No. I'm saying winning's a team game. I'm saying there's not
But
a prove it moment.
losing isn't a team game?
No, losing is a team effort as well.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Well, losing the team effort, yes. But when you look at numbers from like losses in those games, we're looking at Stafford's performances, what we spoke on last week.
if they had Jared Goff against Tampa Bay, they wouldn't have won. The Rams. If the Rams had Jared Goff this year against Tampa Bay, they wouldn't have won.
Definitely would have won because Cam Akers would have fumbled way earlier into the
Yeah.
game. And Stafford played phenomenal, but it's not like I said. There's not a
No
prove it thing.
hate on Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff. I think he's solid.
Yeah. No, it's just like, to me, I mean, I've said what I need to say. Like, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I've never said he was a bad quarterback.
He's not great.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
He's a solid B to B plus
I
quarterback.
think he's a step below elite.
Yeah, B plus.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
B to B
great.
plus quarterback.
He's not good.
And
He's not bad. He's great.
because he's this things here is like, has Stafford done enough to prove himself? He's a B plus quarterback to me. I've always said that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
been consistent throughout it, right? So there's nothing for him to prove to himself. I've already had that rating of him. The thing with me though is like, you know, what was this as proof he has what it takes? He's always had what it takes.
Yeah.
He just fell short in the moments he was granted.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that stuff still remains. You know what I'm saying?
Dan Orlovsky said there's not a human in this world he'd rather have in the nut-clenching fourth quarter, no time left situation than Matt Stafford.
I mean, that's Dan Orlowski. I don't. What
That's
about
his
you?
boy. Yeah, I mean,
After 13
he's done
seconds.
it the most.
After 13
You know,
seconds,
he's
with Pat
done it the
Mahomes.
most. I'd rather have Pat Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
But
To be honest,
it's
yeah.
hard to argue against Stafford with as many fourth
Mm-hmm.
quarter drives to win games that he's had.
Definitely hard to argue against him.
But I'd rather have Patrick Mahomes.
No, for me with Stafford, man, played phenomenal. He's got a game coming up here against the 49ers. I'm be honest with you, the 49ers are as hobbled as they looked at the end of that Green Bay Packers
Yeah.
game. I already tweeted it out. It's already on Wax. I think Matthew Stafford might be going to his first Super Bowl.
Dude, the Rams struggle against the Niners. Stafford struggles against the Niners.
They do, but it's not the same Niners. They're banged up.
They're banged up, but who's banged up?
Debo,
Debo, Kittle, Garoppolo.
Bosa.
Is he?
It was a head injury.
It was concussion. Yeah, he cleared
concussion, so
protocols.
He'll be back. Yeah. I mean, look, man. Do you have an update by chance on Debo?
Let me see. The 49ers. This is from
Update on Debo Samuel.
Niners Wire, USA Today. 49ers trio of injuries coming out of the divisional playoff game against the Packers. Shanahan said running back Jeff Wilson Jr., left tackle Trent Williams, both have ankle sprains.
Oh, no.
And wide receiver Debo Samuel is sore after taking a helmet to the knee on the run. Shanahan expects Samuel to practice in the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. that the star receiver hopped off the field Saturday night after his 9-yard carry, blah, blah, blah. Wilson and Williams' statuses are both less certain. If Trent Williams doesn't play,
they lose.
They lose.
Absolutely lose.
Von Miller will obliterate whoever their backup is.
Von Miller, Aaron Donald. Yeah, that's...
And Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have the pocket presence to dance around Von Miller.
Oh, no.
Shanahan said Wilson is dealing with a low ankle sprain, suffered injury early. Williams also has an ankle sprain. The team hasn't determined whether it's high or low sprain yet, so it's probably a high ankle sprain. If they're not saying yet, it's probably a high ankle sprain.
Damn.
And Debo. They're saying Debo should. They're saying,
if he's practicing,
they're saying
he's good.
Debo should practice.
Yeah, if he's practicing, he's good.
But
what about Kittle? Anything on Kittle?
Nothing on Kittle.
He came back. I mean, he did the post-game interview, so Kittle should be straight. If
Debo doesn't play, there's not a chance they win.
Oh, my prediction, though, on January 11th, shout out to Honest Abe and his podcast, had the 49ers versus the Chiefs, and your boys looking pretty good, I must say so myself.
You had them?
Yes.
Wow.
49ers, Chiefs, Super Bowl, Chiefs take it off.
That's impressive.
But ultimately, I think the Rams are going to go. I think the injuries, especially now, Boy Stafford's hot. Their defense ain't too consistent. It's more so the offense that I was confident in.
Yeah.
The 49ers team, it looks like Deebo Samuel, who also runs the football for them.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
He does everything.
One of the best, I think the best left tackle in the game, and Peters banged up. Like
Trent Williams,
I apologize.
Yeah.
Jason Peters, two giant black men.
Trent Williams he was the top-ranked tackle.
Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Best tackle in the game.
Yeah.
I just fucked up his name. But, yeah.
If either of them doesn't play,
it's over, bro.
It's over.
Yeah, Rams. I'm just going on a limb right now. I mean, I don't know if I'll be on another show to say it later on in the week. Give me the Rams, man. If you guys want to take I'm hot in the bets.
I'll probably take the Rams.
Probably take the Rams. Jump to the AFC real quick.
AFC?
We got coming out of the AFC. We got the Bengals versus the...
I got the Chiefs, man. I don't think they're going to lose to the Bengals twice.
Yeah. That's fair.
I got the Chiefs. I mean, I don't think the Bengals are going to beat them twice. I think it's real tough to beat a team twice.
Yes.
Especially a team as good as the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I just don't think – I think they're going to have to make – they're going to double cover Jamar Chase. They got to. Because that's what won my boy Eddie. Shout out Eddie.
He bets more than $1?
No, he won his our fantasy football.
Oh, Jamar.
Jamar Chase had 52 points in the championship game.
You don't think at some point for their dignity, though, they weren't just like, yo, we got to fucking stop this kid.
Yeah. They should have. You thought they would have. He was mossing everybody. You looked up. If you were watching the game casually, you look up and Jamar Chase is making another spectacular play, making a ridiculous diving grab or jumping over a dude and making a catch. And I just couldn't believe it was happening time and time again. You look up, 20-yard catch Jamar Chase.
Awesome dudes.
And they are studs. They got young studs on that roster. They have a fantastic receiving core.
You ready for a hot take?
Let's hear it.
Hot takes.
You got the Bengals?
You know me. I'm just not discounting them, man. Just because
you can't discount them. I mean, they already beat them once.
Exactly. We saw that. Now they were at home, and they beat them once before.
They had the ghost of Harambe looking out for them.
The ghost of Harambe looking out for them. But
their sweet prince. You seen that meme?
No.
Oh, dude, it was like we had our sweet prince looking over us as we went in the divisional round, and it was Harambe looking over the Bengal stadium. Dude, so funny.
I was gonna say though that Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
I think Joe Mixon's the X factor in this one, to where like if
Jerick McKinnon has looked good
for sure, but I'm just saying like Joe Mixon, if they make the commitment to the run and they keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, are able to keep scoring. Ultimately, when they get down there with Chase or Higgins, Boyd never consistent. I lost partly on him too, so I lost 2 bets, but yeah,
I think they could do it. I think they could, but I think the Chiefs are better.
Chiefs definitely better.
And you can't. It's really hard to beat a team twice, man.
It is super hard to beat a team twice, especially in as short as a time
within
as
5 weeks.
Yeah, it rarely ever happens. I mean, I think I spoke on this with Braylon in the national championship conversation. I think we did actually in the first pod, maybe even.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't happen with a 45-day span. It just rarely ever happens.
Yeah.
And we saw it with the Bucks and Saints last year in the playoffs. We saw it with the national championship for college football, and we're probably going to see it again here with.
Yeah, I got KC.
Yeah. We're real quick before we jump off the NFL though.
Okay.
OBJ,
yeah.
OBJ taking an L right now, man. Let's get to it. and netted assets. Justin freaked out over this topic. I'm just like,
yeah, no, I get it though.
Yeah.
He's still good. It's not like he lost the money.
Yeah, on November 12th. Well, we don't know, but November 12th.
I would be almost 100% positive.
Odell Beckham Jr. signed a $750,000 contract in Bitcoin to play for the Los Angeles Rams.
All in Bitcoin.
All in Bitcoin. At that time, one Bitcoin was worth around $65,000. Today, that same deal, around $400,000.
Yeah.
Bitcoin has dropped. It's around 30,000. I think last time I remember looking at it was around 32. You can check it out right now.
Yeah, I can pull up Coinbase.
Give a live check. So we have that, right? That's that $400,000 around the deal's worth now with Bitcoin falling. Well, let's not forget Uncle Sam needs his too.
Right now, Bitcoin is at $37,000.
Okay, so
it's coming back up.
It's up from the time of this report.
3%.
Okay, so Bitcoin now worth $37,000. Nonetheless, fucking significantly lower than $65,000.
Yeah.
And California, one of the highest tax states. Your sister knows. You want to be there.
Yeah.
And then you have Uncle Sam chipping in his tax
Reaching
amount.
in that pocket.
Yeah, it's 50.3% to be, in fact.
From the original amount. From the $750,000.
Yes.
So he doesn't get
amount.
taxed from the new amount, what it's at.
And to be fair, though, he's truly not getting taxed federally.
Dude's chatted up. He doesn't care about the tax.
For sure. He's not taxed federally until he polls it. Then they give him.
I guarantee he hasn't.
I don't know how the California part works.
You don't sell low. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And there's no way he sold, unless he sold the day he got it, which probably didn't happen either, because you don't, like Justin was saying, you don't get your contract in Bitcoin to sell it.
Yeah.
You get your contract in Bitcoin to sit on it.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah, and this contract was kind of like a throwaway contract.
Yeah.
Like he had already
Half a
gotten his
season.
paid from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Which my apologies for not doing the homework on that, but I want to say it was around 7 or 8 million.
Yeah.
That he got from cashed out when he left Cleveland. So he's straight, but ultimately it could be an L, which means he would have got paid around $30,000 to play for the Rams this year.
Yeah. It'll go back up.
But yeah, like you said,
It'll go back up for
but
sure.
Definitely risky.
I wouldn't
L.
be surprised if in the next couple weeks it's back up at $60,000.
You know who else took their money in Bitcoin?
Trent Williams.
Francis Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah. You know who else?
Speaking of Francis Ngannou, that guy. Dude, what a performance by him, huh?
If you would have told me that this fight went 5 rounds,
yeah,
and Francis was the winner, I would not have.
For sure. That's what I was watching with my boys, and the odds came up, and it was Francis by UD was plus 1,200.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Jeff and them.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, if it goes the whole way, Gon's gonna win.
Yeah, that's the thing. Francis don't have gas. We always say these things about Francis, but if we're keeping it a buck, we haven't seen him in a whole fight really. In the past 2 years, I think his total ring time in the past 3 years up until now was 4 minutes.
Yeah,
and the dude's 5-0 in that time too.
He had more takedowns in this fight
his whole career
than he did, in his previous 13 combined.
Dog, it's a different dude. I think we forget.
And that clinch time.
How much?
I don't know. I don't know the clinch time.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying he was. Yeah. They were clinched for a while.
Oh, and don't forget. Torn meniscus.
Yeah, torn meniscus.
Damaged ACL.
Damaged ACL through the whole fight. And he went 5 rounds.
Against a dominant
and the way he slammed Cyril Gane that first one when he caught his kick.
Yeah.
Picked him up off the ground.
Sunned him.
That was nasty.
Sunned him.
That was
nasty.
Thought,
because it was so loud, I thought he knocked himself out. Because he was so forward pressured when he did the slam. Bro, I don't care. I don't care if you clip this up, cut it up how you want to say. I love that man. I love Francis Ngannou. Yeah. That
Francis
guy
is a savage, man.
Dude, he's a beast, man. His whole story, from a poor sand miner he was, if I'm not mistaken. Sand miner? I didn't even know it was a thing. That's fucking crazy. Travels from there to Spain. Clearly, by the way, traveling through Africa, France, so all 11 tribes. No. Check this out. He went to Spain first. Obviously, there illegally because he left. He just left Africa. He didn't do it the right procedures. He's poor. Goes to jail for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years in jail in Spain. Foreign prison. What? Leaves there, makes it to France.
That's where he learned how to fight.
Where MMA is illegal, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. Trains
to fight MMA. Makes it to the UFC. Now he's the champion. And he even had his obstacles before then, too. Because he was knocking dudes left and right. And we said the DC and Stipe trilogy were going on, holding him up.
Yeah.
When he was kind of he's knocking out every fucking #1 contender that would exist. Yeah. It's Who's he gonna fight once he gets the belt?
And the way he adapted as a champion.
It's beautiful.
This fight, the way he completed himself as a fighter.
Dog. And like dude, even the coming to that. The whole beef with the UFC. I mean, we had Ariel Helwani on. We spoke about it. Like, hey, is it a possibility we see Francis leave the UFC after this fight?
He said yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
Definitely a possibility. Tyson Fury, and kudos to Francis, man. He's got the negotiating power. He's been a jerk off thing for that. I was trying to do like how would you do like dice in your hand? What's like the see? It's
you gotta do sideways. It's not up.
But Steve, now it looks like you jerk off somebody else. You do it sideways. But he holds all the negotiating power, I feel like, in his hands because your time's up. So the way this works is
powerful ass hands of his.
Yes, very powerful hands. But the way this works is technically his contract was up in terms of like what he signed, for how many fights to fight. But as a champion, the championship clause with Ariel, you were here. I don't know if you remember, but he has now to December, and then he's a free agent.
Yeah.
And so it's like he could chill, wait, and make a $30 million payday with Tyson Fury. It is what it is.
Is he gonna fight John Jones?
I want him to fight John Jones.
Want him to
that
fight
would
John
be beautiful
Jones
to fight
too.
John Jones. But the real question is,
that would be the highest grossing pay-per-view since Conor.
Conor does numbers. Though.
Conor does stupid numbers.
Yeah,
That's
Conor
what I'm saying. It's not gonna be more than Conor.
Yeah.
But it's since Conor's last fight.
Yeah.
If John Jones fights Francis Ngannou, that will be.
I have a bit of a relationship with Francis Camp, and the question isn't is he going to fight John Jones. The question is the UFC going to pay him?
Yeah.
And John Jones.
Is John Jones going to fight him
too? Yeah. Is the UFC going to pay these guys to fight? It's crazy because they've robbed us of like moments like this before. I don't know none as big as this because remember the Tyron Woodley and Colby was at its height when Tyron was champ.
Yep.
And they gave us that Darren Till fight. It was like, all right, we're fucking, just bleed. We'll watch it either way. But it's like,
Gorilla.
We wanted that at its height. You know what I'm saying? Like, they robbed us of these moments before, man.
Yeah.
GSP, Habib.
It's Dana White, man. Just being.
It's crazy. You made so much fucking money.
Yeah.
These guys aren't. Did you see the payout? The $600,000?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they're trying to like boo-hoo it, but like, he does get pay-per-view bias.
Dude. I don't want to get into that. It's kind of scummy to me.
It's very scummy.
That just, like, pay your fighters, man.
Yeah.
Pay your fighters. You wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for these guys.
Exactly. And then anyone who's, like, listening to this and thinking, like, oh, with opportunity and blah, 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 like, dude, go look at Max Holloway's first paycheck from the UFC.
Yeah.
It was like $2,000.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's like to fight in the premier league of
To put your
fighting.
life on the line.
Yeah, like, this is the ultimate fighting championship. And by the way, too, like, lose a couple of those in a row, cut.
You're done, yeah.
Bye. Unless you got a big name.
That's just scummy, dude. Total
Very
scummy,
dude. Very, very scummy. I see on here, you asked, did Figgy do enough to win the belt?
Yeah.
Where's this narrative that Brandon won? If anything.
Dude, I just think he landed more strikes.
Uh-huh.
He was pressuring the whole fight.
He got knocked down a couple times.
He got
too.
knocked out. That's what I think it was that knockdown right before the round ended.
There's two of them, right? Did he get knocked twice?
He got knocked down twice.
Yeah.
But he still landed twice as many strikes as he did.
But and real quick, this is a side question. I have ADD. I apologize for it. But, like,
sorry.
Where were you at this point in the day? Because we'd have two playoff games. At least me, I was drinking throughout the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, was it? I'm trying to recollect the fights. It's like a little fuzzy for your boy.
I don't get hammered like that. Like,
yeah,
I can remember.
Well, I don't get hammered like that, but it's all fucking day drinking.
Yeah. I was good. I was in a good state of mind.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I don't know, unanimous decision. I felt like it should have been split at least, but
ultimately, Figgy won though.
Figgy won, yeah. But
and that's when I'm like, come on now, guys.
I could easily seen Brandon winning.
Maybe a tie.
He said he wants fight number 4.
I want fight.
Figgy said that he wants fight number 4. It's gonna happen.
If we're keeping it real, like, who gives a fuck about the flyweight division? This is the only fight that matters in the flyweight division.
Exactly.
Like, could you even name me the next two fucking competitors? I know Kai France, the other guy.
Yeah.
The dude, Askarov. Okay, I can name him, I guess. Whatever. I'm a nerd, though, so I love this shit. UFC, I think becoming my number one. I think we had the conversation.
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's up there.
What are your rankings for that sports, by the way? Sorry if you told me and I forgot.
Basketball is probably number 1 for me.
I do remember that first initial conversation.
Basketball is probably number 1, then football, and then probably UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, nonetheless, man, card overall kind of,
It was underwhelming.
Yeah, but we knew that heading in.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't going to be a loaded card or anything.
Yeah.
Next card coming up.
Oh. What's a bigger fight, real quick? Izzy Whitaker 2 or John Francis?
John and Francis, yeah.
That's a dumb question.
For sure.
Apologize for even asking that one.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Who do you got? Who do you got? Izzy?
Dog, I would love to have Izzy, but he's disappointed me his last couple times out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's still
He's
amazing.
been getting clipped.
He's still great. Been getting clipped. He's always gotten clipped, low key.
Yeah.
He just never got like rocked. Actually, no. Kevin Gastelum
Yeah.
rocked him, dude. I'm not discounting Robert
I
Whitaker
don't
for
like
a dub.
KG, man.
No, he's kind of cringy.
He's just a career stepping stone. That's what I see him as.
That's fair, but you don't have to not like him because of it. He's
Yeah, I mean,
he's a human.
I don't not like him as a person.
I thought he
I've
like
never
did
met
like.
him.
Oh, okay.
But I said he's just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's the thing too. MMA math's a thing to where like he can be that. Like I agree, he can be like a.
That's what he is for
Yeah.
sure. He's a tune-up fight.
But goddamn, did he give Izzy the toughest fight of his fucking life,
Yeah.
or at least UFC life? You know,
I mean,
boxing and shit. He's been knocked out. But
Blachowicz
yeah, beat him.
put pause on him. That's
Yeah,
we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Though.
but he like beat him. I mean, he beat him like he won, but he didn't beat the fuck out of him. You know.
But Robert Whitaker,
Oh man,
he's a dog.
he is a dog.
He's a dog, and he's gonna. He said before the last fight that he lost it before the fight. He wasn't ready for that.
Yep.
And now with the time he's had, he already fought him once.
Yeah.
He's on a 3-fight win streak. He's saying things are going to be different.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Izzy still wins because I just can't see. Dude, he's got he's 4 inches taller. He's got a 7-inch reach advantage.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best strikers in the MMA.
Yeah.
And Robert might hit harder and he might be more aggressive.
Bobby Knuckles.
But how Izzy just picks people apart, man. I just can't see. I just can't see it happen.
Rob's a tough guy to pick apart, man.
He is, but
I mean,
not that first fight.
Not in that first fight, but like he said, he lost it to. And what a fucking flex we got to say in our discussion with Ariel Helwani. but in the talks when we had Ariel Helwani on, he said he spoke to Rob and he said it's a different mindset.
Yeah.
He said he made up this whole beef heading into the first fight, and it's just not the case this time. I think Rob's just a lot more relaxed coming into this one.
Yeah.
We've seen Izzy on the edge. And another thing that Rob said in that interview with Ariel Helwani, I'll put it in the description if you guys want. I'll make this a clip or something. But he said that Jan almost put out like the recipe to beat him.
Yeah.
And Rob's a good fighter. Like in the same way we spoke on Francis annihilating the number one contenders for the heavyweight division, Rob's almost been doing that in his last couple fights in the middleweight
He's
division.
3-0, man.
Yeah, Cannoneer, Till. Who was the one before that? You have it on?
KG, I think.
KG. Yeah, he did fight KG. Yeah. So Rob, I might actually, when the time comes to it, if he's a big underdog, I'll probably
some
put
chud.
Throw a dollar on him. Yeah. I'll put $2 on him. How about that? Just
Okay,
for you.
all right. I like that.
What do you bet, by the way? Since I know you have a FanDuel account now.
$10, $20.
And how's it going?
It goes good. Betting $1.
All right, dude.
All right.
Your favorite sport, basketball. You have Pistons suck on here. I gotta hear you have a Pistons take. I gotta hear it.
Man. I don't know. Are they getting any better? They looked better last year than they do this year. And I just think Dwayne Casey was brought in to develop young talent. That's why he is brought in. That's what he did so well for the Raptors.
Is that why he was brought in though? Because we had like a roster when he first initially.
No, they brought him in here. That's what he's known for. Is developing young talent. That's what happened in Toronto. He developed the young talent, and they kicked him out because he couldn't win when it counted. And I just don't know. They're not getting any better. Sadiq has looked good over the past couple games. He started off slow, but he's been turning it on recently. I just don't want Cade to get sick of losing.
I don't want that either.
And I don't want him to be. I don't think he doesn't seem like this kind of guy to me that would request a trade or ask out of an
But if
organization.
you lose enough,
But that's what happens in the NBA now, man.
Yeah,
if they don't like where they're at, it's the age of player empowerment. And they just ask to leave. And if you don't leave, they don't play. You don't give them what they want, they don't play.
Too, yeah.
And I don't want that to happen with Cade. And we need more pieces around him.
I've had my beast Dwayne Casey. I've seen him do some silly stuff that I truly like scratched my head and was just confused by. We've won games without him now with some of our backup coaches. I'm with you, but I do want to be fair and like I don't think the NBA is like a developmental league. I know everyone says it is. I don't think it's like due to the coaches. I think like your talent is your talent. Like that's why we see these stacked teams win championships.
I mean, yeah, but
you know what I'm saying, and he don't have. There's no talent. There's been injuries.
But the NBA
there's chemistry issues now because like these guys haven't really played together yet. You know what I'm saying?
Only a certain amount of teams can do that where you stack a roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like LA, Miami,
Yeah.
Boston. Those are the teams where you go out, you buy a roster, you trade for roster picks, you get superstars. Yeah. If you're a mid-market team like the Pistons, you have to build a winner. You can't just go out and sign 3 superstars.
No, 1,000% with that is drafting. Like I think it's more on like the talent. That's my defense for him though, is he doesn't have.
I think you need to develop talent, and I think that's Dwayne Casey did that in Toronto. He did that with OG Anunoby. He did that with Fred VanVleet. He did that with Pascal Siakam.
See, I don't know if he developed them or if they were just like they were going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know
because
how to respond to that. It's a weird take.
I don't think it's a weird take because we're complaining about I'm unable to develop guys here now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think you need talent to win. And then like ultimately OG Anunoby, he's a freak athlete. Obviously DeRozan, freak athlete. Lowry, really good, shooting threes, playing D. It's
Lowry doesn't play. He doesn't play for. Well, not anymore.
No, yeah, I know. But I'm saying like when he had him, like he had talented guys. Pascal Siakam, ultimately at the end of the day, a talented guy. Like right now, in defense of Casey, we don't have much talent.
But nobody thought Pascal Siakam when they drafted him. He wasn't talented.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a guy that came into the league scoring 25 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
OG Anunoby wasn't talented when they drafted him. Fred VanVleet, I don't even know if he was drafted. These aren't guys that were huge prospects coming out of college that came into the league guns blazing. These are guys that slowly developed over time and turned into contributing pieces for their team. And I think that has a lot to do with the nurturing and the coaching staff of the Toronto Raptors. And I think he took these guys that nobody else wanted, that nobody else saw being stars, and turned them into stars.
Are they stars though?
Pascal Siakam is a star.
Siakam is
Fred VanVleet he's not a superstar, but he's a star. He's a great player.
He just has some talent, man. I mean, I don't know.
If he has this talent, why didn't anybody draft him?
I mean, that happens all the time, though. It's not like
not really, man.
What do you mean?
Not in the NBA.
Yeah, it does.
Not really.
I think the one guy you could probably say was nurtured, developed a little bit was probably Giannis, just because Jason Kidd had literally made him a point guard.
I talked to the president of basketball operations for the Cavaliers in one of my classes at MSU, and I asked him about drafting when they had three number 1 picks in a row, and I asked him about Giannis, and I was like, they took Anthony Bennett, and they could have had Giannis, Rudy Gobert, all these different guys, and he said nobody thought Giannis was going to be who he was. Nobody thought that.
But that's a case with, I'm telling you, it's a case of like a lot of, I mean, actually, where was Dwight drafted?
Dwight
Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Because I'm saying, like, if you want to give Van Gundy credit for, like, I think he could have been, like, a top 3, I think.
That's how it works in the NBA, man.
But he
was the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
Dwight Howard was.
There's, like, it happens. Like, guys like guys are rough or, like, people that were slept on. Like, it's just
it doesn't happen as much as you think.
No, it definitely doesn't happen as much in the NBA. Like, NBA, in my opinion.
For a team, even DeRozan wasn't this
he was a super
great prospect.
Athlete. He's super great
super athlete.
He was a lottery pick. I'm just saying, like, talent.
Kyle Lowry wasn't.
They're going to develop throughout the league.
Kyle Lowry was a cast-off in the NBA.
For sure. I think he still is. I think he's been a little bit overrated, if anything.
He was fantastic. He was like a 6-time All-Star for the Raptors.
That's sweet. He's still Kyle Lowry. I never, like when he was free agent, did you want the Pistons to go and give him the bag? Was he like
he was old. He's an older guy.
Yeah. But it's like, come on. I don't really.
He was a stud, man.
Yeah. It's just how I feel. I don't know. The thing is, so you're saying the stuff with Casey, right? But, like, what's going on in Detroit then?
I don't know. That's what it is. That's why they brought him in here, and it's not happening. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm thinking we should move on.
Yeah.
That they brought him into here to nurture young talent, and it's not happening. The guys are taking steps back, if anything.
Yeah.
And you can't have that happen.
You know, that's probably I've never had an NBA guest on any of my podcasts or streams yet. I think I'm gonna reach out to Ashton, the trainer. Shout out. That's it's Cade's boy.
Yeah.
I think it might be his brother or cousin. I think I might have to reach out to him and ask him that question. 'Cause I've always argued that the NBA wasn't developmental. I've always like, hey, the guys are going to develop eventually playing in the league, but I want to get some, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in my head out loud. I apologize for that. But Killian coming off the bench. You like that?
Man, I don't know. I liked Killian. I thought he was going to be good. He's long. He defends. He's a great passer. He can handle the ball. But he's just got Ben Simmons-itis, man. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't want to shoot. When he gets near the bucket, he passes it off. He's not aggressive. If he could be aggressive, he showed signs last year of shaking defenders, creating space. And if he can get to the bucket and be aggressive, I think he can be, a 12 to 15 point scorer.
Are you mad about him being benched?
No.
Me either.
No, he didn't play well.
I think it's better. Like Corey has been outplaying him.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, last night off the bench, 8 points, yeah, but still, I honestly, and I wouldn't hate it. And shout out. Fucking so sorry for saying shout out so many times, guys. But Sean Murphy, your boy.
Yeah.
By the way, he said that we could slam him through a table. I want to make you aware of that.
Really?
I told him, I was like, dude, you cringed out my man Spence, man. Like, I want you guys to have a good relationship because I like both of you guys. Like, but you cringed him out a little bit there. I was like, to the point where we might have slammed you through a table. He's like, in Sean fashion. You saw how he spoke.
Yeah.
I'd let you do it. So that invite is there if you ever want to slam Sean through a table. But he recommended maybe even like dropping him down to the G League.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let him get his confidence.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. And
the Rockets did it with Kevin Porter
Jr.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, right? Like you said, he's got the Ben Simmons-itis where he almost seems scared to shoot the ball. Well, put him in the G League where he's just going to gain his confidence and think and pull a Jalen Green.
Hopefully.
You know what I'm saying?
Jalen Green's a bum.
Don't pull a Jalen Green.
Jalen Green is a bum.
Yeah.
I hate Jalen Green.
He's a bum.
I'm so happy we didn't draft Jalen Green.
Rookie of the year, Cade Cunningham. But, by the way, shout out to Berkeley Edwards and Beast now in the building. What up, though?
Yeah.
But
I don't think Cade's going to win Rookie of the Year.
I was just going to ask that because he's gaining traction, though.
He is.
Because since Cade's gone,
Evan Mobley's playing really well, man.
Evan Mobley has been playing really well, but for some reason,
he's going to have to fall off for Cade to overtake.
You've been looking up numbers. Can you actually look at Evans real quick?
Yeah.
Because I'm thoroughly, as like a nerd, curious because like Cade's been on this ascension lately. Like I think I posted it on the Woodward account. The last 20 games, he's averaging 15, 5, and 5.
Yeah, he's been coming up, but he's going to need Evan Mobley to fall
48% shooting, like he's in a fur.
Evan Mobley's averaging 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists.
He's so good.
So good.
All right, man.
And in 2 blocks and a steal. That's what I'm saying. Cade's going to need him to fall off if he wants to jump him. Because he's not just going to, unless he starts going for 30 a game, I don't think he's going to jump him without him falling off a little bit.
Redraft.
Yeah.
Do you take Evan Mobley?
No.
Over Cade Cunningham?
No.
Why?
Because we needed Cade Cunningham.
Yeah?
Yeah, we need a shot creator. We need a guy that's going to run the offense. We need a shot maker. And that's before the draft even happened and people were saying, oh, Jalen Green, blah, blah, blah. What I saw out of Cade Cunningham, I saw NBA caliber moves when he was in college.
I'm just pulling up numbers. Keep going.
These moves he was making on defenders to get open, NBA caliber moves, NBA caliber shot making, and that's what the Pistons needed. And that's what we got. And he's only going to get better.
Whose style of play do you think like leads you to a championship though?
Cade's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I think Evan Mobley is in a much better situation. He's got a great team around him.
He is in a much better situation.
Cavs are they're the surprise of the NBA season.
The thing that
and they've got a fantastic team. Darius Garland, Colin Sexton,
Rubio, feeding
Rubio.
them.
They got Rubio's hurt, but they got Rondo now. They got Jared Allen to play next to him, Lowry Markkinen. Sometimes they play a 3 7-footer lineup with Mobley, Markkanen, and Jared Allen.
Oh my God, dude! This guy's last game. Excuse me. This is a center, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm burping into the microphone. I'll cut that out. This guy's last game, 15 points, 5 assists. Center, 5 assists. Like what?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 12 rebounds. Bro, he's shooting from 3.
Yeah, man.
50% field. He is in a much better situation. I 100% agree. When I look at him, surprise, surprise, your boy hot take artist. I was never on the Jalen Green shit. I was on Evan Mobley as the number 2 behind Cade because of like the way in which the NBA is going. And we may have had this conversation. I don't know if we did or not, but I look at the past championship teams. You're looking at guys like AD. You're looking at guys like Antetokounmpo. You look at guys like KD. All these stretch 4s or stretch 5s or like, it's like long body guys that can almost play like a guard. Evan Mobley's that in a way. Like the way he dishes and play makes out of the paint, it's just phenomenal. And I think I wanted to bring it to you so we can cut and clip it because I don't think no one's like having this real ass conversation outside of their head. Is Evan Mobley? Did we make the right?
No, we made the right pick.
Yeah.
We needed
it's an
a guard.
unpopular take, and that's why people are scared to
guard.
talk about it. Okay,
and I think we need to draft Jabari Smith, man, out of Auburn.
Yeah,
that dude is a boss.
So
he's 6'10". He shoots. He handles. He's big.
Does he play the 5 here or 4? Because I want
tough.
We need a 5.
It's tough.
We need a true 7-footer. I feel like
we can sign a true 7-footer. We need to draft some. I don't know who the freak, but we can sign. There's backup centers on the market everywhere, and we can sign. If you just want a guy that's going to bang in there and get rebounds, we can sign somebody.
I just want a true 5, man. I just
but
see
we
us
can.
Destroyed
This guy Jabari Smith is a dog, bro. Like we need talent. We don't need a true big. We don't need this or that. We need talent, and Jabari Smith is probably the most talented player. Like Chet Holmgren, he's up there too.
Yeah.
Branchero out of Duke, he's up there.
Yeah, and the Pistons. That's why I think the Pistons are like in good shape either way because like you have
top 4 picks.
Yeah,
can't go wrong.
And all 3 guys, I would say yes.
Yes.
And all 3 guys, I'd say contribute.
Yes.
Yeah. To us, like actually winning. The East ain't what it used to be anymore.
East ain't what it used to be.
We got ways to go.
Yeah.
Bulls looking nice.
Bulls are great. The Bulls are great.
The Bulls.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
The Celtics. Celtics are having a down year, but
dude, it's crazy.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Conversation for another day.
Yep.
Who's your Hall of Fame heavyweight?
Who else?
The Predator.
The Predator himself, Francis Ngannou. Heavyweight Hall of Fame. Welcome in, man. You deserve it. What you did, how you changed your fighting style for this fight, how you went away from trying to knock him out in those later rounds and you grappled with him. You threw him to the ground. 6'4", said 257, but he probably walks around 270. He's a big man.
Oh, he does.
He's a big man. 17-3-0, 4 submissions, 12 knockouts. 9 of his knockouts in the first 2 minutes of the fight. 5 of those in under a minute. This guy, Francis Ngannou, is unlike anything I've ever seen in the heavyweight division in the UFC. He is feared.
Oh yeah,
nobody wants to go in there and bang it out with Francis. Because they know you can do everything right. You can win the striking, the striking advantage. You can take him down, but you get clipped once, and it's lights out.
Literally, John Jones, who's highly regarded as like the GOAT in some people's eyes, as the best in MMA, was hesitant. He's been hesitant. He was like, "Yo, I need more money to go fight that guy."
Well, for sure.
And he's supposed to be like the best. You know what I'm saying?
Seeing what he did against Cyril Gane.
Oh my God!
Threw him around, man.
This is the thing too, bro. I'm sorry to get so hyped about it, but like, on top of him developing his skill, fucking freakishly strong.
Oh yeah,
the Kimura that he almost got in was just like he was like, we're back.
He just flexed out of it.
Yeah,
disgustingly strong.
Man.
It's
sweep.
It's awesome to watch, and I hope he stays in the UFC. I hope he stays for a while. I hope Dana pays him. And
Uncle Dana pay the man.
Dana pay the man.
It's disgusting, bro. Look at that $600K.
I wouldn't want Francis Ngannou to be pissed at me.
Shit, man. Dana's had so many scary people pissed at him. I bet it barely phases him.
No, yeah, he doesn't care.
He's got to have the fucking baddest security guards.
Balls of steel too.
That too. He does.
And he's just.
I was thinking about this on the drive in too, like because he didn't do the post press fight conference, and he didn't wrap the belt around his waist traditionally as he does.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna consume the UFC. We're still hyped about Izzy. And he's just the man. He knows it. He's like, why do I give a fuck?
He doesn't have to do anything. Yeah. People are still gonna watch it. He says
what he wants. He doesn't cut guys for hitting girls like that. You're not gonna cancel Dana White. That's what I'm saying, man.
Dana White's a bum, man.
He's not really a bum, but I have a love-hate relationship with him too.
That's episode 3.
This is episode 3. Spencer got to go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Woodward Bets.
Shout out Better Rate Mortgage.
Shout out Better Rate Mortgage.
Comedy from the Better Rate Mortgage Studios.
Amen. Shout out to Sugar Shane from Better Rate Mortgage.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. We appreciate it a lot. Keep watching. Like, subscribe. Tell your friends. We're trying to get this thing all the way up.
All the way up. Comment if we should make an Instagram.
Let us know.
Please.
We'll catch you later.
Give me some ganja. 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 Give me some ganja.